Investigating Israeli influence on U.S. politics.
Israel is essential to the security of Jews worldwide.
America has never flinched from its commitment to the state of Israel.
America and Israel have a special friendship.
I gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people from there, okay? There are some serious questions here, Patrick.
What's your reaction to seeing those photos?
Horrific. Last week, they even went to a point further than starvation called famine. Worst food hunger you can get into.
Wow.
Wow.
Highest number of child amputees worldwide. I mean, it's just sickening that we're doing this to kids. What crime did they commit? We gave Netanyahu a blank check.
What crime did they commit? I mean, well, the argument is that they are taught in Quran school to become terrorists and to kill Jews. That's the argument. So kids are supposed to be eliminated before they become terrorists. That's what they will say.
Would it be your impression that many of our politicians are under Israeli influence?
Someone in the chat just said, chat, donate 6-7. So someone is so poor, but he still wanted someone to do that shit joke. So you're begging someone else in chat to spend $4 for a mid joke. Like, it's just reevaluate your life. The fact you repeats the same thing for 6-7.
That's such a mild way to put it.
Mainstream media is been taken over by extremist groups. Most of what you see is either AI or footage used from Syria.
The IDF commanders we spoke to said they are the most ethical army in the world. They're the most precise.
That's complete bullshit.
I do know that Hamas would have their weapons depots under hospitals.
There's a reason that Hamas operates out of schools and hospitals.
I almost burned my old shoes. That's how sick I was of the pain. Foot pain, knee pain, back pain, nothing worked.
With Israel being questioned now more than ever, I went to Washington, D.C. to investigate the claim of whether Israel is our greatest ally and looked in.
You're welcome for this, by the way. You're welcome. You're welcome. When I was still on YouTube back in the day, the first stint, people weren't talking about this. People weren't making these videos. You're welcome.
Particular into the influence of AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, on our elected officials. And we also examined the war in Gaza, asking whether Israel truly
okay, now the guy says, I'm not stupid enough to donate you money, get a job. Okay, but you're stupid enough to ask someone else to donate so that you can get your joke out there. You see how I'm not stupid enough to donate you money? But you're smart enough to ask someone else to do it? So you think that whoever... Okay, you know what? Flip a coin right now. Flip a coin right now. Post contour. Go. Go. Flip. Flip. Flip right now. Also, G Slayer, get the fuck out of here. Stop making new accounts. You're like, go watch Neon. Get out. Leave. You're banned again. Post, what's your name? Flip. Flip.
Up to its claim as the world's most ethical army, or whether we are witnessing serious human rights violations funded in part by our U.S. tax dollars. To look into this, I spoke with U.S. senators like Ron Johnson and Rand Paul, with IDF soldiers, a Jewish woman turned anti-Zionist, and one of the greatest conspiracy researchers of our era, Ian Carroll. I asked the questions that are scary to ask, and I do so as a proud American. Let's get to it. So this is one of the scariest pieces that we ever worked on. And it's crazy as a journalist that you have to be afraid to ask questions or investigate the truth. So let's just start off with some ballpark statements. I'm not anti-Semitic. I hope all Israelis and Jewish people around the world are happy, healthy, and thriving as I do for other people as well. It's possible that I'm going to be called anti-Semitic from doing this video. And that's not true. I don't hate anybody. There's not one person in this world I hate, and you can't tell me I do. What is the point of having a platform if you're not going to...
Okay, when you're doing Jews, please don't attack me thing, what is this pose that you chose? You chose to go in a wheat field and spread your legs wide open in sweatpants to tell people you don't hate Jews. Why here? Why was this what you decided on? This frame sucks.
Congrats on the YouTube unbanned brother Sneako. Happy to see you back uploading. May 2026.
To do something that's absolutely necessary, which I believe this is. So what we're going to do is use very American principles, which is questioning the narrative, questioning our government, and questioning foreign governments. We're allowed to do that. People have died for that right, and people will continue to die.
I kind of get it. He's going in a wheat field to like do the Bryce Mitchell thing and come like I'm a grassroots American.
To fight for that right. So this is to freedom of speech. This is to investigation. Now, folks.
And also, this chair is like, you spent all this time setting up. You did 2 cameras. Wipe the stain on the chair. You got a cum stain on the chair that you probably got from watching Israeli porn, dude. Please pay attention to this stuff.
Let's jump into the video.
What is that haircut?
You got arrested right around here.
Well, inside in the Senate Foreign Affairs Committee chambers.
You're a lieutenant colonel.
Yeah.
Ex-Green Beret.
Yep.
Served this country.
25 years.
What was that like getting arrested?
It felt right.
This is Anthony Aguilar. He served as a U.S. Special Forces soldier.
People in the chat are saying definitely Jewish. No, Aguilar, what is it? It's probably Ecuadorian. This is Central American last name.
For over 20 years, and after the horrific things he witnessed as a mercenary manning the aid stations in Gaza, he has decided to come forth as a whistleblower, sounding the alarm for what he says are massive human rights violations. Here's what he had to say.
There are some members of our Congress, in the Senate and the House, that are compromised by a foreign government. I don't know what the compromise is, whether it's, pictures of them doing something embarrassing, if it's money, if it's promise of a few, like, hey, we back you for this next position. I don't know what it is.
Folks, the Israel-Palestine conflict stretches back generations, but for today's episode, we will be focusing on the past 2 years. Let's rewind back to October 7th, 2023, when Hamas executed what's widely regarded as the worst terrorist attack in Israeli history. A coordinated operation used rocket barrages, motorized armed paragliders, and foot soldiers that swept through Israel, killing approximately 1,200 Israelis and taking around 250 hostage. Similar to how Americans responded to 9/11, Israel reacted to the horrific carnage by mounting a full-scale military operation, with their main objectives being to rescue Israeli hostages.
Great point comparing October 7th to 9/11. They use a planned event to, well, I'm back on YouTube, but they use an event like that, a catastrophe, to justify warfare.
Eliminate Hamas military and leadership, and prevent Hamas from ever again being able to threaten Israel. As of late, some people have begun questioning the Israeli official narrative of October 7th.
Was there a stand-down order?
According to IDF testimony from the Knesset, the legislative body of Israel, IDF soldiers claim they were told to stand down from patrol on the morning of the attack. Adding fuel to the controversy, Netanyahu's right-wing coalition voted against having a state-run inquiry into October 7th, despite polls reporting that roughly 70% of Israelis wanted one. That has helped spark conspiracy theories suggesting Israeli intelligence may have had prior knowledge of the attack. After all, Mossad is widely regarded as the best intelligence agency on the planet, and the level of surveillance they had over Gaza is incredible. Are there IDF soldiers that are purposely targeting civilians and just kind of willy-nilly shooting people?
So willy-nilly shooting, yes. The IDF utilize machine gun fire, shooting machine guns, shooting bullets at people.
I think Kingsman 1 or 2 would be cool, or also
you have a crazy good
Jason
memory.
Momoa would be nice, or even Eddington if we want to watch
to control the crowd.
An Israeli newspaper report saying that soldiers were ordered to shoot at unarmed civilians waiting for food aid in Gaza.
I experienced that with a young boy named Amir in distribution site number 3. And this young boy, without shoes, who had walked 10 to 12 kilometers, and when he came up and he got meager scraps from the ground, not a box of food, not a meal, he came and thanked us. He and others were killed. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation has come forward with a press release last week where they showed, oh, this young boy that Mr. Aguilar said he saw on this date,
young boy.
We scoured the earth and we found him, and here he is. The boy that they featured in that is not the boy that I saw on the 28th of May.
So it's propaganda.
It is propaganda. They are lying.
Maybe I'm just not gonna watch the video. Like I have I'm so glad I'm unbanned on YouTube because I've been watching YouTube live streams and people are just like nice and can hang out. I have the most demanding, needy, gooner chat. Like I can't watch a video on YouTube. I would just watch videos. Reaction Clips channel. Watch Tyler Oliveira vids. Cringe. We want movie night. You should watch this. No. Do that. Do this. Do that. It's just it's the collection of the most needy, demanding, like, it's just so fucking, like, it's party, what do you expect? I mean, but it's been the same community for 3 years. It was like that on Rumble too. And to be unleashed, like, bro, look how soft you are. It's not about being soft. It's the entitlement. It's the entitlement of this community. Because I'm on Party or I'm on Rumble. They're like, we want this. We want that. I want this. I want that. Stream on YouTube.